Bless. It's the Down to Earth podcast, Down to Earth Network with your host, Sean Myrie. This episode is called The Toronto Bandwagonist. And it's regarding Drake, the big pop star in the world, right? Started his career as an actor 2001 to 2008 as an actor on Degrassi, The Next Generation, a very popular series that was around for a long time. So, after that didn't really work out too much for him, he wanted to pursue an music career, which he got hooked up from his daddy and his mother showing him support. Nothing's wrong with that. So, 2005, 2006, he started this journey. But he was still doing his acting till 2008, right? When he was doing his acting in Degrassi, from 2001 to 2008, Toronto didn't really support him. A lot of people didn't like Drake, and that's a good long time. This is to show you the bandwagonist. Until he got signed to Cash Money, Young Money with Lil Wayne, that's when more and more bandwagonists supported Drake or all of a sudden knew Drake, right? He had mixtapes before, early. Drake had mixtapes before, early, right? Um, 2006, he had many. Room for improvement, doing all types of things. But did anybody really support Drake from Toronto? No. That's why he had to go to America. That's why he got big in America before Toronto or Canada. When he started to blow up, right? Take Care, Thank Me Later, and all these other albums, that's when a lot of the Toronto people jumped on the bandwagon that they usually do after the American co-sign. That's when people jumped on the bandwagon for Drake. A lot of new people and a lot of older people. But what's even worse is the older people, the old heads. Those were the biggest haters of all. And it's funny now that Drake's this big superstar, pop star. A lot of these same people kiss his ass the most. I swear they all smell his ass, right? They're the biggest hypocrites. The same people when it was probably the 2005, 2006 did not care for Drake. You see, that's how Toronto is. We do not support each other. Big haters. Well, let me leave myself out of the equation. We support a lot of people, Down to Earth podcast, but there's a lot of people in Toronto. They hate, and then they jump on the bandwagon when they see you get that American cosign, right? They jump on the bandwagon. That's what they done with Drake. And some of them are still haters playing like they like Drake. So, this is the problem with the six, the Toronto bandwagonists who play like they like Drake and won't be honest. And it's even more ridiculous when you see big men or ladies all of a sudden kissing Drake's ass. Go back to 2005, 2006, different situation until he got signed to Young Money and Cash Money, right? Now you guys are all over him. Everybody. Now he's cool all of a sudden, right? He's cool because he has money and because he has connections in the music industry. But when he was doing the acting, where were all of you? Where were all of you? Right? When he was Jimmy Brooks, you all were making fun of him. That's why he probably doesn't fuck with, excuse my language, with a lot of you in Toronto because he knows a lot of you are hypocrites and are not real. Let's be straight. He doesn't frig with a lot of you because he sees that a lot of you are hypocrites, even the ones who kiss his ass the most. There's a lot of kiss asses in Toronto. It's very ridiculous, like especially when you see a big man who's probably 10 years older than him kissing his ass a lot, right? Makes you wonder with some of these fellas if they're kind of funny, right? Funny. He would swear Drake's their boyfriend. The amount of times they post him and the amount of times they talk about him, you'd swear they love him or they're in love with him. Drake, watch out. But the Toronto Bandwagonist is like a disease, right? Be honest. I'm honest. When is Toronto gonna stop being bandwagonists? That's why Kendrick could make a song like that. Not like us. But it wasn't just for us, it was for everybody. But that song sticks because Toronto, straight up, bandwagonists when it comes to a lot of things. We need to get back to our own identity in some type of way because ever since Drake got big, we forget about everybody else in Toronto that's doing music or hip hop or any type of music. It's like only Drake is the only one, right? This shows you something. How do you guys support other people who's doing something and trying to get to a other level? Now it's like crabs in a bucket all over again. It's a circle of certain individuals, is who you know, right? And that's how you're going to get through, especially to all of you. Drake, yes, he put the city on the map, gave us a spotlight, but we need more people than one or two, right? And hopefully, the next person who comes out and gets some success close to Drake, you guys recognize him or her very early and not become another bandwagonist because it's terrible. It's really horrible, right? Did not like Drake when he first started his career as an actor. That was from 2001 to 2008. He came out with music 2005, 6, but really it did not hit with anybody. That's to show you. Really think of it. It's about, think of it, it took about 4, maybe 5 years until he got on, right? Really got on, and then all of you got on the bandwagon after he was with Young Money, Cash Money. It's ridiculous. Yo, a lot of you need to fix up, especially a lot of you older people who never liked Drake. You hate Drake and you still hate him now. You're only showing good face because he's successful. You guys are the biggest hypocrites, especially a lot of you big men on social media talking about him. Get it right. This is Down to Earth Podcast, your host Sean Myrie. Bless up. Make me sick.